Crisis creates opportunity. Crisis creates opportunity. What do I mean by this? If you study over the last 50 to 100 years, some of the greatest of crises that have happened throughout the world, some of the greatest of opportunities have derived from those crisis moments. The Chinese have a two-syllable word for the word crisis. It's danger and opportunity. Crisis equals opportunity. Let me ask you a question. What's the fastest growing company in the history of time? Anyone want to have a stab? What's the fastest growing company ever? Google? No. Apple? No. No. Facebook? No. Fastest growing company ever? New Ways? No. Not yet. You know what they're called? Groupon. Groupon is like a group buying power, but they use coupons. Get this, within 18 months of starting, within 18 months of being founded, Google offered them $5.3 billion. Within a year and a half. As of today, they're about a bit over 3 years old. They're worth over $25 billion. Now get this, they were founded in the middle of the global financial crisis, in the middle of 2008. Sydney Morning Herald, or should I say the Financial Review, recently reported that there was a 34% rise of Australian millionaires in the middle of the global financial crisis. Crisis creates opportunity. When we're in the middle of a crisis, we must look at how we can find the opportunities that derive from those crisis moments. Let me give you an idea. For me, it's what we focus on. We could focus on the crisis or the problem or the issue, but for me, we should focus on the opportunity. Get this, if I close my eyes, I can still feel every single one of my fingers. I can feel my wrist and my elbows if it's all still there, but it's not. It's called phantom pain. Sometimes it'll wake me up in the middle of the night because it's so painful. Let me give you an idea what it's like. You know when you lean against your leg or against your arm for ages and ages and you get that really bad pins and needles, and you want to stretch it out, allow that circulation back through. Imagine the worst pins and needles that you've ever had in your entire life, times up by 100. That's how my arm feels 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's called cognitive disassociation, which means I've now conditioned myself to no longer focus on this. If I injure myself on this side of my body, cut, bruise, whatever, I then just focus on this, suddenly this pain will go. It's part of neurological conditioning. What do you focus on? Do you focus on the problems or the issue or the adversity or the crisis, or do you focus on the good things in life? Let me very quickly do an exercise. Can I get everyone just to sit forward on their chair for a sec? Just sit forward, just sit forward. Okay. What I want you to do over the next 11 seconds, I want you to look around the room and focus on every single thing in this room that is bright purple. Look around the room, everything is bright purple. Just look at bright purple, just look at bright purple, just look at purple, purple, purple. Just focus on purple. How many purple things can you see in this room? Just look at purple. Okay, eyes to the front, eyes to the front. Now, can I get everyone to close your eyes? Close your eyes, it's not going to work if you don't, so close your eyes. Now, answer this question. How many things did you see in this room that was bright green? Open your eyes. You know, guys, too often we focus on the one thing. Too often we focus on just the problem or the crisis or the issue or the one color, instead of looking at all the other color, all the other opportunities that derive within those crisis moments. You know what I tell people when they've got a frustration or a burden or an issue or just something that's really annoying? And do you know what I tell them to do? Turn it into a crisis. Do you know why? Because when we're in a crisis, there's something in our biology that says, I must get myself out of this. Because when it's a burden or a frustration or an issue or a problem, we tend to deal with it, or should I say, we tend to, procrastinate dealing with it. We don't really address it straight away. Yeah, no, look, that's a problem. We'll deal with it later when we have time. But when it's a crisis, we must get ourselves out of that. There's something in our psychology that says, I have to get myself out of that. I have to bounce myself forward from that.